think I could listen to that all day.
I was drumming in my seat.
What's up, guys? I am TBT. That guy over there, that's Ace. And welcome to the Weekly Pour. It is episode 21. We are coming off of a long week of having, whoa, I got all kinds of stuff going on here. We're coming off of a very long week after having Sarah Juree on last week. Again, she was the teacher that got fired for having an OnlyFans. If you did not listen to that episode or watch that episode, please go check it out. So far, it is our most watched, and if you watch it, you will see why. Ace, I'm noticing a little bit of a different background going on.
Well, I am in my East Coast station here, my studio. I am in New Hartford, New York, once again, for a little visit. We're here for, 3 or 4 days. Kathy from Music and More Records. Today's her birthday.
Outstanding. I'm not singing.
We are good.
Party noise.
We're here to celebrate that a little bit with her and just enjoy some time away from, the hustle and bustle back home.
Yeah, and as Natalie has pointed out, since she's in the chat already, it is time to clean the turtle.
Oh, no kidding. You can't see the turtle.
No,
No,
you can't see it because it's that dirty.
Yes, it's awful.
Natalie, you hit the nail on the head. It is time to clean the turtle.
I'm glad someone remembered, and if Natalie wants to come by, I got a shop vac out already.
Yeah, a shop vac to clean the turtle. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and we are putting this filter together. Nice shirt, by the way.
Thanks. I mean, I know it's not Sunday, it's Tuesday, but still, clean the turtle. I think she is turning that into some kind of sexual innuendo. I know her. I know that's exactly what she's thinking. She's in the chat and she put it under quotes, clean the turtle.
Clean the turtle.
I might try that later. Dirty. You know, maybe that could be my OnlyFans theme. Clean the turtle. And yeah. She's Jesus, I'm knocking things over. I'm all excited. So big story from last week. Again, we were talking to Sarah, and I don't know about you, but do you have a visitor?
Hey.
It's Kathy. Happy birthday!
Totally
she comes in and knocks everything over.
I come in like a tornado.
Happy birthday to you!
I did it again.
What in the holy hell is going on in this place?
That's because I didn't see that the cord was plugged in over here.
Yeah, I have a whole setup in here now.
I have to step over the cord.
There you go. So, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yes, happy birthday.
She went to Elton John Saturday.
It was amazing.
Ooh. So who opened for him?
He doesn't need an opener.
Well, I know he doesn't need one, but that doesn't mean he didn't have somebody open for him.
No, he didn't have anyone opening.
Any guest appearances?
No.
No Brittany?
No.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
No.
That would have been neat.
It would have been cool.
No. But yeah, he came out and played a really good set. And
he did. It was amazing.
The place was packed. Yeah.
How long was his show?
2 hours.
Wow, good deal. 2 hours and probably 37 outfit changes.
No. He left the stage, I think, twice.
Okay. I know you're not watching right now, but just so you know, Natalie in the chat has also said happy birthday to you.
Thank you. I was kind of slightly disappointed because I was expecting like a feather headdress and like more sequins and like more Elton John.
More flamboyance.
And I got none of that.
I think those outfits are on tour with Motley Crue right now.
I've watched some video from the last handful of tours he's done, and he's done the same thing you saw, which is the nice sequin jackets and much more distinguished looking.
No, I wanted flamboyant.
You wanted a duck suit.
I wanted like feather boas. I wanted all of it. I got none of it.
But
that's okay because his talent was immense. It was so good, and I'm so glad that I did it.
What was his encore song?
Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road.
Excellent. And I'm sure he spoke of the Queen.
No, he did not.
Wow,
He didn't
I'm
mention her once.
shocked.
No. I think if he had, he probably would have cried.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's unfortunate, but I'm glad that he didn't cancel our show.
Oh, yeah.
Again.
But yeah.
Again. Yeah.
Yeah, because you've waited a year, right?
Almost a year and a half.
Almost a year and a half.
Good
Due to
grief.
COVID and all that. And...
Yeah. I was hoping that nothing was going to happen to him in a year and a half.
Well, no kidding. I know I waited
happened.
the same amount of time for Van Halen, you know, that was supposed to happen back in like 2013, 2014, and I'm still waiting.
Yeah.
Think of the people that are holding on to their Ozzy Osbourne tickets. Think of those people.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm holding on to my my big Ozzy box set.
I don't blame you. Speaking of that, don't forget my cassettes.
They're on. He already knows exactly where they are. I took a video. I'm like, do you see these cassettes right here? Don't forget those.
That's right.
So,
TBT needs his tapes.
If he gets them, it's on him,
not on me.
Okay, I'll remember that.
It's on him, not me.
So it's your birthday.
Yeah.
It is also Clean the Turtle Day.
Yes.
You can't see the turtle.
I know. He's dirty. Does anybody want a turtle?
Only a clean turtle.
He's totally clean.
Our chat has turned Clean the Turtle into some weird sexual innuendo.
You know, if he didn't have this whole setup, you could go look at that. Well, you couldn't see the turtle.
Yeah, you can't see the turtle.
That's okay.
It's mucky, brown. He's in there because every once in a while he pops his head up.
He hasn't escaped.
All right. I'm just not gonna go. Okay, I got you. All right.
Yeah. It'll get done.
Yeah. With the shop vac.
Yes, shop vac's ready.
Excellent. Well, Kathy, I'm glad you stopped by. Are you going to hang around all show?
I don't know. My back is killing me. I could lean against this wall.
Just don't knock nothing over.
There. I'll just stand here.
Well, right before you walked in, and I noticed Ace looking over his shoulder, so I knew somebody was coming in. I was kind of touching on our guest from last week, and you know, she's talking about everything that happened to her. I've had a couple people, you know, through chats and emails and texts saying, you know, how much of that was just her story. Well, all of it was her story because we don't know the other half. But I didn't think about that. What I was thinking is, what would you do? What would you do? What would I do? What would anybody do if your significant other, your son, your daughter, your niece, your mother, your grandma, somebody you knew, just a thought. Somebody said, hey, if all these people are making so much money, I'm going to give it a shot. How would you react to that? Would it depend on who it is? Like if it was just a friend, if it was just a friend, I'd be like, all right, cool. Tell me your username.
It certainly would depend on who this is. Certainly depend on that.
You and I both have daughters. That's well known. You know, we already know that. We've talked about that before. What would you do if your daughter in college said, hey, you know, I'm trying to find a job. They all suck. I'm tired of flipping burgers or working retail, you know, and trying to study. I'm going to try this because I don't have to leave my dorm or I don't have to leave my room. Now, granted, obviously you have to be close to your child for your child to come and tell you what you're going to do. What would you do? I mean, how do you think you would react?
My reaction?
Yeah.
Dude, I would, I'd probably be yelling for a minute, but here's the thing. if they've made that decision already, and then I throw my 2 cents in, ultimately they're just going to do what they want.
Right.
The courtesy of telling me is one thing, but if she's in college and my daughter's 22 years old, there's not a whole lot I can do. I
No,
could cut her
right.
off. I could cut her off with money because I do support the apartment and everything else.
If she's
Uh,
making $20,000, she better be supporting you.
yeah, no kidding. But it wouldn't matter. Exactly, it wouldn't matter what I cut off. I could
Yeah.
take her car, but I mean that thing barely gets her around anyway. So yeah, I could throw my 2 cents in, or mom can. We can all throw a fit about it. We probably would. Uh,
But in the end,
in the end, she's going to do what she's going to do, and I don't know. It might turn into a joke at some point where we're
well,
like, "Oh, how's OnlyFans going?"
yeah,
Mm.
You know?
knowing you and I, it absolutely would. But I kind of thought the same thing. If my daughter said, oh, it's funny you guys make jokes. It's funny that you guys had, Sarah on your show because I've been doing that the last 6 months or the last year or whatever.
You didn't know.
Yeah, you didn't know
By the
because
way, Kira, no.
right,
If you're watching,
exactly. Ash,
no.
no. But if you make more than 30,000, let me know. Uh, I I I I don't know how I would react. It'd probably be similar to you, but I don't know. I'm stuck in this whole thing of if you're old enough to make these decisions, if you're old enough to drink, you're old enough to serve your country, you're old enough to do
Right.
whatever.
You've got kids in the military,
Yeah,
and they're old enough to figure that stuff out on their own. Your
yeah,
daughter's a little younger than mine, but I mean, still, she's an adult.
yeah. I think she's younger than yours by like a year because I think mine just turned 21. I said I
Yeah.
think she did just turn 21. But so if my 21-year-old daughter said that she was going to do that, uh, I mean, I'm going to support her, not by subscribing by any means,
Right.
but
Right.
I'm going to support her on her decision. Um, and I guess just tell her to be careful. I
Yeah.
guess it's
Be smart.
yeah, don't be stupid, and because I know how it works. I mean, Sarah explained it. People will DM you or uh, send messages, send tips wanting additional show of whatever. I want to see your boobs. Here's $10. Okay, you get the right nipple, and that's it. Whatever. Um, so yeah, I think I'd support my kid. You know, I and like you said, I think it would end up becoming a joke after a while. You
You've
know,
you've heard those stories of the Playboy playmates that bring the issue home to their dad, or something like that, and dad's like, "That's nice," trying not to
yeah,
look, but the daughter's like, "This is really cool." I mean, that would be hard too, and the dad's not throwing a fit; he just doesn't want to look at it.
right. Right, but at the same time, and I get that. I certainly wouldn't want to look at mine. I saw mine enough as a baby changing them damn diapers. You
Yeah,
know, but if that's what they want to do, they're going to do it. Like you said, they're going to do it. They're adults. They make the decisions, and if they can make a decent living and make whatever money and live the
right,
lifestyle that they want to without being creeped out in public, they're doing this in private. Because this isn't like Facebook where you can type in, the weekly pour and you're going to find our page. You're going to type in Kiss and get Kiss's Facebook page. You can't go to OnlyFans and type in TBT and Ace and get our OnlyFans because you're going to put that in as like it's basically just a fake name, whatever you want to call it. The charged iPhone. Oh, type that in. So now I know that your daughter's name is the charged iPhone, but it's because you have a username and you're not going to know. Um, so I mean, I guess it'd be okay as long as she
and
didn't tell me her username because I wouldn't want to go through and be like, oh, skip, block. I'm blocking this profile because I never want to see it again.
well, as with as with any decision your kid makes when they're an adult, all you really can do, support what you can, and just hope that you've raised them to make smart decisions, however they make them. Be smart, you know, that sort of thing. I mean, you've raised them that far. Uh, they can make their own decisions, hopefully, and be smart about it.
Absolutely. I'm curious for the few that are in a chat right now. What's the chat's thoughts on OnlyFans? Would you do it? And if you would do it, would you have any rules, anything that you wouldn't do? You don't have to get too graphic, but I mean, what would you not do? Or would you just do whatever the tip was worth? You know, like if it's $50 and you want a butthole shot, then here you go. I mean, I'd do it for
Because
$50,
yeah, because ultimately you control a lot of the content.
all
You
of it.
control, yeah, all of the content. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, it's like I was explaining to her when we were talking to Sarah last week. There's people on there that have an OnlyFans account and they don't post any nudes. They post, lingerie or, topless back shots, so all you're seeing is the back and maybe some side boob. There are many of them out there that don't have nudity, but yet people are still paying because I think there's this group or this part of society that gets more out of the mystery
mm-hmm.
of what this person looks like nude rather than just seeing it all and saying, okay, I've seen it now what?
Leaving something to be desired.
Right. And that's just like Roxy back here. I mean, hundreds of emails saying that she should go topless, but no. If she goes topless, then you'll never tune in again. And it's the
Yeah,
suspense.
right. Because how many different poses can you do with your breasts a certain way, or
A lot.
I mean, yeah,
Thank
I
you,
mean,
Kathy.
I don't
I
know.
mean, no, it's fine.
The chat said, why not? Mama needs a vacation.
That's the other thing to think about. If you're talking about your kid, is that I mean, yeah, don't do it. I taught you better than that, but then on the other hand, you're making 10 grand a month,
Yeah. I
and
taught you
now,
to also make money the way you could.
yeah, and do what makes you happy.
Yeah. Okay.
If you never
Let's
work a day in your life,
let's switch gears a little bit. What if it was your wife?
well, I'd better know about it.
No, I mean, what would you say if she came up to you and said, "Hey, we've been wanting to go on this vacation. We've been wanting to buy this new car, get a hot tub, get a pool, some kind of big expense," and she says, "Let's give this a shot and see." With with you saying, and we'll just add these on here as rules. You cannot show any tattoo that someone may recognize. No tattoo, no body mark, no necklace, no jewelry, no face. It was just strictly body parts.
Now you're making it tough. Your own
But
username and no
but how many
face.
people do it that way? They don't show a face because
I don't
they
know.
don't want to get recognized.
Right.
They'll
That's fair
turn.
enough.
Well, it's like that back shot I was talking about where you get a little bit of side boob but the hair, hair's down so you can't see the face.
It's
There's
yeah, it's
everybody
excluding the
there's
face.
Yeah, there's tons of people with the same hair color, so that's not always going to give it away. As long as your background isn't obviously your freaking house or your car with your license plate in it, you know, what would you do if your wife said, "You know what? Let's give this a shot for a few months. It's the winter time. Let's
Let's do it
warm
this
some
way.
people up and see what we can do."
Now, if you put caveats on it like that that make the husband more comfortable, then it's a maybe.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then at some point she says, "Hey, I'm getting $150 tips,"
Oof.
and they want the husband in there.
Do I have to show
Same,
my face?
no, same caveats. Nothing. We've got faces for radio, so that's not happening.
All right.
Same caveats. No, no jewelry, no tattoos, nothing like that. You're just, I mean, I don't know if I can say cock on YouTube, but
You
Too
can say
late.
just
cock.
just your man self.
Okay, then that's a strong maybe. Yeah. Yeah.
$20,000.
Yeah. I can see it. Well, I can't see it, but
Well, whoa,
not yet.
yeah, but it was absolutely worth it was absolutely worth like thinking about, because I was just driving or whatever going, man, you could put so many different rules on how you want to appear,
Hmm.
that you could vary. And there's websites out there, tons of them, but none of them right now are as popular as OnlyFans. Excuse me. There are so many out there that people do post, you know, cleavage. I'm sure that you could go to Google and type in cleavage of the day, and I guarantee there's a cleavage of the day website, or
Or let or
right,
your
or
feet.
yeah. Well, there's tons of feet, and I don't know if there's feet on OnlyFans or not. I'm assuming there is, because we always joke about that, and we were making those jokes with Sarah. I don't know if there is, but I know that there are feet fetish sites. I mean, you can find this stuff on Google. It's not even dark web stuff. This is foot fetishes,
Right.
fingernail fetishes. People like different colors of fingernails, lipstick, where all you're doing is just a picture of somebody's lips, and, your tongue is licking the lips, but it's different colors of lipsticks. People are paying for that stuff. And for all we know, it could be some creepy ass, 70-year-old dude stuck in a hospital, or,
Yeah.
something. And I'm not trying to offend anybody by saying that only 70-year-old creepy dudes are in hospitals, but there are some weird people out there.
Sure. Sure.
But then there are also people that just enjoy different things that you may not enjoy, that I may not enjoy. Like, I don't give two shits about seeing somebody's feet. That don't do nothing for me.
Right. And you may walk around your whole community and no one ever know that you're doing it unless some asshole exposes you for some reason.
Yeah, some asshole freaking uh newspaper writer says, "I recognize that strand of blonde hair."
Yeah. Well,
Something weird like that.
so yeah, no one may never know. You may get curious looks like, oh wait, that neck looks familiar from across the street.
But I think with the use of props, and by props I'm talking anything from, ink pens and
You're talking about creativity.
yeah, being creative with what you're posting. But in addition to the creativity, you are doing something to keep yourself private. Keep your identity safe, because you don't want to you're taking your kids to school in the school line. And they're like, "Hey, saw your video, yeah," and you're like,
Woo!
"No." I with creativity, the ability to um, not show yourself, not show distinguishing marks, stuff like that. I think anybody, any guy, anybody, male or female, could have a heyday. And who knows? It makes me very curious just to know. Obviously, Sarah is doing this like full time, so that she's like, posting every day, numerous times, and she's showing face and everything else. But what about that 22-year-old college girl, doesn't want to work at Five Guys? Maybe I shouldn't have said Five Guys.
I just
Doesn't
ate Five Guys. It was great.
doesn't want to eat at five or work at Five Guys. Doesn't want to work at Winn Dixie, or whatever your Kroger, or whatever your local store is.
I heard about
And
Winn Dixie forever.
yeah, I was thinking, the South again. Um, but if you could stay in your dorm, stay in your apartment, house, whatever, make this content, I'm all for it. And if the wife says, "Hey, I want to give it a shot because I want a new hot tub, or I want a new Camaro or something," well, okay. Because I know that those pictures may be out there, but what they're looking at is staying home with me.
Well, and plus what they're looking at is carefully staged, um, choreographed, creative, and yeah, you're doing it in a way that's surreptitious that no one knows who it is. They're just looking at what they're seeing. They're seeing a side cleavage. They're seeing, the nape of the neck, whatever it is, in silhouette, however you want to do it, to remain anonymous and make some money. Yeah, I think you could do that. I'm not. I've never been on there. I've never looked, but I'm sure if you looked hard enough, you would find those things.
Yeah. I mean, I think it would also I think it would also have to depend on, and I'm back to the husband wife thing, or just the wife, whatever, or just the husband for that matter. I mean, let's be fair. I think it would also depend on how strong your relationship is, the trust level. Are you talking to Slim Boy 69, all the time, or is it just through your DMs? And I lost Ace, so I guess I'm going to continue this on my own for now. But Natalie, if I see a new Camaro on the lot next week, okay, very funny. So it depends on your relationship. If you can trust your spouse enough that you're going to be fine, no matter what, then I don't think there's that big of an idea. Ace is back.
My daughter called, and they should know better because it's Tuesday.
I continued on. I figured you'd be getting back in, but I continued on saying that it depends on your relationship status. If you're strong
Yeah,
enough in your
sure.
relationship to be able to say, you know what, sure, babe, or, bro, whatever, let's do this. Let's give it a shot. But we have to be careful. You don't have to take a picture and immediately upload it. You take the picture, you edit what you want to edit, body marks, tattoos, scars, that kind of thing.
You're
Or
entering into a business venture with your partner.
absolutely.
And here's an interesting thing too. And Sarah touched on this a little bit toward the end, a little bit anyway. Think about how people talk about rekindling relationships and resparking sexual relationships within marriages and such. What if it works that way too?
Yeah, imagine you've went 9 years without having sex.
Oh my God!
Right, but I'm saying I guarantee there's people out there that have done that, and they're now we call those roommates. But let's
Right,
let's put it into perspective of not having sex in your relationship. You don't have that physical connectivity because you just lost it for whatever reason, medical, mental, just something. Kids, for that matter, whatever. That spark's just not there. Could this be a way to get it back?
right. And then again, you're getting that part back. You're entering into a partnership. You're sitting down together at the computer, editing these photos in a creative, sexual way that works for you and might make you some money. And man, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah,
Kind of interesting.
I don't look at it like sex work, like you would think sex work, prostitutes, stuff like that. You're not selling sex. I don't think you're selling photographs. You're selling videos. You do have the option to go live on OnlyFans. I wanted to say MySpace. You can be on OnlyFans. Yeah, right. You can go live. You can have chat sessions. You can upload videos. You can upload pictures. But you don't have to. If you stick with pictures, photographs, see how it goes. And then what if
You can,
somebody says, "Hey, if you send a 10-second video of, you doing something oral, I'll tip you $100." That's $100 for what?
for something you would already be doing if it's your spouse.
Right.
Maybe,
Exactly.
maybe.
Maybe, right. But it could be a way to get that okay, chat, selling sexuality. Okay, I'll agree with that. Selling sexuality versus actual selling sex. Some people that don't have relationships, that are not in relationships, are obviously watching porn, and I mean, there's people that are in marriages and in relationships that are watching it too. The big difference, and gosh, I think Sarah said this too, porn's staged. You
Yeah.
you you kind of know what's going to happen at the end almost every time.
Yeah. Very choreographed.
Yeah, this is supposed to be, your amateur raw. I'm just, it's like your Kiss poster in the back. I'm posing and this is how I'm doing it. I'm, putting my hands up, whatever. I'm putting my hands up and I have a hand bra now or, whatever. Um, I don't know. I'm
This
going to see if I can't make some money.
this also will go into though what your thoughts on your marriage is, what it should be, how you view marriage. You know, is that an eye
No,
or
it's a freaking boob, man. I got two of them.
yeah? Okay, a nipple.
Yeah.
Did
See,
Roxy lose something?
no, no, I bought these off of something and it's got little wieners too.
So you're getting ready.
Yeah, I'm taking pictures of these and putting them up on the OnlyFans. Hello, my name is Willie the Willie.
But yeah, it's all how you view marriage. I mean, you may not want other people invading that space of your marriage, so then it's a hard no. But then again, look at it the way we just explained it, and you keep it safe, and you make some money, and then you explore how far you want to go with it. Maybe when you get comfortable and other things start coming in, you're like, hey, let's push it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, could that not open up some kind of an adventure? Like making your marriage adventurous? People talk about role playing.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I was watching Modern Family the other day, and
So was I.
they would meet at the hotel, Clive.
Yes, I love that.
You know, how much different is that? You're adding spice and you're just adding an adventure, something different to your marriage.
Would you rather do that, what we're talking about,
Mhm.
or would you rather have your spouse go find it somewhere else and then you find out about it later and then
Exactly.
you got all kinds of trouble?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know, I
I'd
mean,
I'd be on OnlyFans all day long if that was the case.
yeah. So, yeah, if that's a way to spice things up, change things up, make some money, enter
Yeah.
into a different phase of your relationship, it could be fun and profitable.
Yeah. For both sides. I mean, for you as the creator,
Excuse me. Is this going up on OnlyFans?
I'm going to screenshot this and that's going to be the first picture up. You just have to go like this.
Oh my!
Oh
Sorry.
goodness. I've got
Just don't
the
bring the wig.
uh-oh. Oh, now it's time to clean the turtle. I think I don't know. I really thought about it and I was like, man, for the right person, I think it would be monetarily uh good,
Feasible, profitable.
profitable. Yeah, I profitable for sure. Um and here's another thing. You don't have to be that freaking Victoria's Secret princess. She got roses and she got bras. She's sneaking in like we couldn't see her, but little does she know you're like so far over to the left
I
that
know.
when she's sneaking in, we see her the whole time.
I know. I picked the best rose.
Nice. You know what they say about every rose?
It has this thorn right here.
Exactly.
That is a thorn too.
So what was I saying?
Oh, sorry.
No, I got sidetracked. That's all right. Um,
You're talking about for the right person being feasibly profitable.
oh yeah, for the right person, profitable. You don't have to be this Barbie doll princess, 36, 24, 36. There is a plethora, a mixture of Kathy's gonna crack me up.
Aren't you
There's a
glad that you're on a weekly basis?
there's a plethora
Serious content
of
here.
sizes, shapes, colors, all of that on there. So I don't think it's to the point where it's like, no, I don't look good enough because one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Here's to the college student thing too, and maybe this is odd to think about this, but um, where we're at locally, uh, in the college town, there's a strip club, and feasibly your college girls could go there and work.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather go there and work and feel that type of exploitation, or would you rather just do it something in the privacy of your room
That's what I was saying.
and you're exploiting yourself the way you want to be exploited,
Yep.
and you control the content? So that's another end of that coin. You could go do this, or do it your way,
Yeah.
and probably make more money.
Oh, I guarantee you'd make more money. You go. It's harder for me to put this in perspective because it'd be very hard to go being full of tattoos. But you have somebody that puts their phone up in their shower while they are taking a shower. You're not showing anything but from the neck down. Let's say you're just showing boobs. You're washing your boobs, soapy washing boobs.
Keep going.
Guaranteed, put it up
Keep
on,
going.
yeah, film it.
Yeah.
There it is,
Yeah.
all nice and clean, and you're rubbing and making sure they're super clean.
And you're picking your, like you said, that all shapes, sizes, and everything else. You're picking your best asset. So the
Right.
best, that the best part of you are your breasts.
Yep.
So you do this from every other angle.
Yeah. Or your fat ass, PHAT. What? You're picking your angles. You know how you look. It's just like taking a selfie. Does this selfie look better up here? If I do it down here, I've got the double chin. So I'm going to do it from this angle. You know what looks best on you. So if you've got that camera sitting up in your shower and you're taking some video, guess what? That 30-second video, once you put that up on OnlyFans, you're going to get, after you get some subscribers, you're going to get, how many likes on it, maybe get some tips because people are like, oh, this person's really into it. Same thing for a guy going in with this big old hairy chest going, look at here, look at me, I'm a grizzly bear. Same thing, pop it up there. The picture, the video, whatever. And you set, I think what Sarah was saying, you set your price. You can do free pages, but I don't think the free pages contain nudity. Not sure. But I mean, you can set your stuff $5. What was hers? 11.11.
11.11.
Yeah. Tommy Lee set his up. It's $40.
What if I post a video of cleaning the turtle? I mean,
so the only problem with that is right now everybody knows you're going to be the one cleaning the turtle.
You're right.
But hey, go for it.
I'll let you know how it goes.
I probably don't want to know. But I think Natalie did, since she's the one that was saying all kinds of weird things in the chat about it. Yeah, I think it's limitless. You're only limited by your own imagination and your own creativity.
Well, how much money is out there for this? How many people are on this, and how much money is out there? That's insane to me.
Let me see.
Well, you got 20,000 people doing this, or what? At
How
$10
many subscribers? I can't frickin' spell. How many subscribers does OnlyFans have?
And
Let me start this off by saying, holy shit. OnlyFans is a social media content sharing platform with statistics showing that there are more than 170 million registered subscribers and over 1.5 million content creators from around the world.
golly, that's like one to one ratio.
That's like 1.5 million.
I have my own person.
But think about this. 1.5 million creators. That means your one video, your one picture is amongst 1.5 million others and you've got to do and be so creative that yours gets seen.
Right.
Um,
It's like this podcast.
no, you're absolutely right.
The good thing about podcasting is anyone can do it, and the bad thing is anyone can do it.
Yep.
And you're lost in a sea of podcasts.
Absolutely. Oh Lord, Kathy just jumped in the chat.
She just left the room.
She's talking about how dirty turtles are. Oh my goodness. So yeah, let me get back to that. 1.5 million creators. You can look at this a couple different ways. 1.5 million creators. That means you're in a constant battle with 1.5 other people, 1.5 million other people. However, of those 1.5 million, how many are constantly creating daily,
Right.
weekly?
Right.
What about some that go, I'm taking my summer to Europe and I'm not going to take any pictures as I'm walking across the European mountains of whatever.
It can be just like any of these things. You'll have some that are really aggressive at making content, and others that do it for 6 months and
Yeah. And this is as someone who would look at these subscribers, like if I subscribe to cleaning the turtle .onlyfans, right?
it's coming.
So what if I subscribe to cleaning the turtle and then it's set at $10 a month? I'm like, it's $10, no big deal. I could screw that in, lottery tickets or whatever. $10. Let's say cleaning the turtle posts for 6 months straight, nonstop, just doing different things. All right, cool. And then cleaning the turtle stops. But as a subscriber, I'm sitting there going, man, what if I unsubscribe and then next month or next week or tomorrow they post and I'm going to miss it? And I'm really a big fan of clean turtles. I wonder how many subscriptions or subscribers forget
they even have the subscription.
Yes, exactly. So now that $10 is coming out.
It's your gym membership you never use.
Right.
You forget all about it.
Yep. Oh shit, I got one of those, just like your Blockbuster card when you forget about Blockbuster. I never forgot about Blockbuster. I missed them.
There's one left.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. What if you forget? You as a content creator, you're still making money off of nothing. You're doing nothing. But it's because, Joe Blow, who loves clean turtles, forgot to turn it off.
Yeah. And your turtle cleaning was the best turtle cleaning they've ever seen, so they keep it.
Yeah, and that turtle was so clean that they were like, wow, I love watching it get clean and then watching it sparkle when it's done being clean. So,
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
What's your thought?
I just think it's hilarious that you're using a turtle
analogy. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
for one thing, it's never clean.
Oh boy.
Just gotta keep cleaning.
Yeah, if it's never clean, then keep cleaning it. Maybe you're not rubbing hard enough. You're not using the right scrubber.
Yeah, right scrubber.
Not using the right filter.
You might have to have 2 scrubbers.
Yeah, I mean, you might just need to really get in there and scrub it good. I mean, who knows? Oh, we're going off the rails like a crazy train.
That's all right. That's all right.
And then when you've done cleaning it, you have to blow it.
Right, because it's got to be dry.
Yeah, you can't let it just sit around dripping everywhere.
It'd make a mess.
Yeah, you got to get its little head, and
If he wasn't so dirty, I would go grab him now just so I can put him in front. But he's filthy.
He might hiss at you.
I'm gonna do it.
What?
I'm gonna go get him.
Put some love.
No.
Hold on, I'm gonna go get him. You asked for it. I'm going to get him.
It's coming. The turtle, I mean.
I quit. I quit. This is the very last episode of the Weekly Pour. Holy crap.
Anyway.
You know, when
You
we
ended
started this 45 minutes ago, we weren't quite sure what all we were going to talk about. And we've spent 46 minutes talking about a clean turtle.
Well, in pieces. It'll be okay, Travis.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
All right. I'm good. I'm good.
TBT needs oxygen.
Ooh, it's okay if you laugh into your cup that nobody knows.
No one hears you scream.
Exactly.
It's just going to bring that thing in here and drip all over me, too.
Yeah. As the chat pointed out, you can't just put away a wet turtle.
Oh, here he comes.
Oh, wait a minute. You mean we've been talking about a real turtle?
An actual turtle.
A real turtle.
What's his name?
Monster.
Monster. That didn't make it any better. You really got to clean that monster.
I mean, he's disgusting. He's gross.
He looks pretty good right there.
He's about, I'm going to say 9 pounds.
Wow, that's a big one.
He's about 25 years old.
Wow. That's a youngin'.
And that's why I can't get rid of him, because I've had him since he was a baby, and I would feel really bad.
Well, that's awkward.
I would feel really bad if he went to a bad home.
Who didn't clean him?
Who didn't clean him?
Routinely.
With both hands. Oh, wait, stop. Make the turtle bark.
No, he has to do it on his own.
Oh.
Did you send him the video?
No, I forgot. I'll do that right now.
Just in the video of the barking turtle.
I'm going to do it right now.
And then attach it to our webpage.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I'll throw it up on our Facebook. Actually, I'll upload it to our YouTube page as well.
There you go.
Is Kathy within earshot?
She just left.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if left meant like around the corner or like a different room.
She's in another room.
Okay. All right. Because Shannon is in the chat, and she was saying something about the barking turtle and not, you can't put away a wet turtle and all this stuff. I had no idea we were actually talking about a turtle.
It's a real turtle. It's a dirty.
I'm just joking. I knew that.
It's real.
Yeah. As the chat Natalie points out, a 25-year-old with a 9-pounder. Shoo-wee.
Woo. I mean, what support do you need for that? That's a lot of support.
That's a lot of soap.
It is a lot of soap.
That's a lot of Kleenex. That's a lot of lotion.
This is exhausting.
Very.
It's exhausting.
Very. Oh gosh. It's horrible.
So hey. I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, we've talked about it. We know our thoughts on the OnlyFans. If our daughters are watching, the answer is still no.
No.
If you're making good money, let us know. Then it might be okay. Is there any like music news going on this week?
Did you see Ozzy did the what was it, halftime or whatever for the Rams game?
Thursday Night Football.
Yeah. You see anything about that?
So if you watch the game, they showed 9 seconds.
10 seconds or something. Yeah, 9 seconds.
I know the video's out of his actual performance. I never watched it, but I was just excited to see Ozzy, on stage. Even if it was for just 10 seconds. Maybe it was because it's a 25-year-old 9-pounder and it only lasted 9 seconds. I don't know. But did you watch the full video?
I have not. I have not, but I know he was standing there, did not move. I've heard about it.
Yeah.
He can't move. but they've got him up there. And of course, I don't think he's actually singing. I think it's a lip sync deal. But
yeah.
But regardless, this is huge in a sense that, I mean, we didn't know if he was going to be able to even walk after the back surgery or the neck surgery, the Parkinson's, all this
All of
stuff going
it.
on. But I think, man, his will to just get out there and do stuff is so strong. I just saw an article just now where he's like, I've got to get back on stage. I've got to do it.
There was something that's, I think he was quoted as saying something like, when he gets on stage, he feels at home. He feels that that's like where he should be, and all that. So yeah, if you're an artist and you've been doing this since your 20s, since your teens, you probably do feel at home. You forget about all the aches and pains. You forget that you were
Yeah,
once a 25-year-old with a 9-pound cock, and you just go and you do your thing.
right.
So
The only thing is, like you said, they showed 9 seconds of a well-established Hall of Fame rock act. But
yeah,
the pop act that opened the show, they showed the whole damn thing of the pop act. I
well,
forget
of
who it was.
course.
But, Ozzy, we got to get to the commercial break.
Well, and that's the difference between the Super Bowl and just the opening game of, whatever season this is. Some rapper was fatally shot at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in Los Angeles.
Why was he there? Is it really good chicken and waffles?
I don't know, but never heard of him, so not going to mention him. What else is going on in the news? Let's see.
Well, I saw something just a second ago. Oh, Marilyn Manson stuff.
Yeah,
But,
something about like his legal troubles or something.
right.
I'm sick of that.
I've not really read anything about it lately.
I
But,
guess it's good that there's not a whole lot of rock news, because usually the news is somber, or
well,
sad. But
we didn't talk about the Taylor Hawkins tributes. Those have started. They had the one at Wembley Stadium, right?
yeah,
And they've done what, one LA show,
no
and
idea.
they went off really well, really well received. I believe both of these are available streaming,
Oh, okay, good deal.
and you can watch them. There's a second LA show, I think, coming up. I'd have to look. That won't be streaming, but you can get the Wembley show and you can get the first LA show, I think, streaming.
So I mentioned this the other day. I actually mentioned it to my wife, and the immediate response from my wife was, "What did you expect?" So, a Motley Crue fan from San Francisco recently appeared on the news to speak out about the band's live show. All right. While attending Motley Crue's recent gig in the Bay Area, this dude, I'm not even going to say his name because he's an idiot, was shocked when Tommy Lee asked members of the audience to show their genitals.
There have been multiple complaints about that.
Many did, and a number
Multiple.
of boobs and dicks were shown on the Jumbotron to all in attendance, including children.
Yeah.
Okay, Motley Crue's been doing the titty cam for at least 2 decades. Yes, they have. And as Tommy Lee tweeted, and I love this, I'm actually going, this is going to be my tagline at the end of my emails. You know where I work. You know what office I work in. This is probably not the best for me to put on there, but I'm going to. And I quote, complaining about seeing tits at a Motley Crue concert is like complaining about seeing cheesecake at the Cheesecake Factory.
I think I know where you're coming from. I think, though, at some point you have to know your audience a little bit, yeah, because now we're to the point where kids are coming. You're bringing your family, like I have with multiple shows. So maybe you should know your audience a little bit.
I
Maybe.
disagree. I disagree. You're coming to a Motley Crue concert. If you've been to a Motley Crue concert, if you have listened to Motley Crue since who knows when, you should know what to expect. My kids
Mm.
I was living in Pensacola, and I went to the what was the tour with the circus?
You talking about Cycle Circus? Or
No, Motley Crue.
Motley Crue? That was the last one, right?
Oh
The
shit!
farewell tour.
No, this wasn't a farewell.
Oh, okay. Because there's never a farewell.
Right.
Did you?
Do you want to see the barking
Carnival
turtle?
of Sins. It was Carnival of Sins.
Carnival of Sins. Hold on.
So I went to Carnival of Sins. My kids said, and this is one of my boys. He was maybe 12, 13 at the time. Said, "Dad, I want to go with you to the Motley Crue concert." And I said, "Nope, not happening." And
How
he
old
said,
was he?
I want to say 11 or 12.
Yeah.
Maybe not that old. I don't remember because 11 or 12, I mean, that's kind of pushing it right there. May have been 8, 9, 10, whatever, somewhere around there. Wanted to go to the Motley Crue concert. I told him no because I had been to Motley Crue concerts. I knew that the titty cam was going to get passed around. It always does. If you are taking your children to a Motley Crue concert, I think what you end up with is what you end up with. It's your fault. I don't think that I don't think that it's Motley Crue's fault because I don't think Motley Crue should change their show just because they see kids. Those parents brought them.
Well,
Just
and
my opinion.
I think I know I have on shows that I've went to with my kids where I have warned them of things that may happen, and I'm not talking about on stage even. I'm talking
Oh,
about when you go
totally.
in the crowd.
Yeah.
You're going to smell marijuana. You might see drug use. You might see
There was a lot of that at the Elton John.
at Elton John.
A lot of pot.
You're
A
gonna
lot.
see fights break out, mosh pits. You may
Yeah.
see somebody making out. You may see full, flat out sex going on
Right.
in a row.
Right,
Yeah.
What?
right on the line.
Huh? But guaranteed you're gonna see boobs at a Motley Crue concert. It's like
Yes,
no
but
offense, this no pun intended. They kind of go hand in hand. See what I did there?
I,
But it's Motley freaking Crue.
I can't kneel either.
If you don't want
I,
to see it, then leave after Joan Jett because
I do think
you're gonna see the boobs at the Crew. You're gonna see them at Poison. You'll probably see man boobs at Def Leppard.
I
What?
do think a smart parent would warn their kids, and not a smart parent would not be surprised to see it.
100%.
Because if you're a fan, like you said, if you're a fan and you've watched them and you're taking your kids there, you should know things could happen.
Yeah.
You know, Kiss has sanitized their show a lot because of all the kids coming and things like that. But this isn't the same thing. You know, what was it in the '80s? Paul Stanley would go up on stage and drop the F-bomb every other word because he thought that's what made him relevant and cool, and
Right.
he had to do it.
Lick
And
It Up was not about spilled milk.
right, and but someone told him at some point, hey, you don't have to do that now. I mean, you've got these kids coming and all this other stuff, and they don't do it anymore. They don't have to.
Yeah.
But Crew, they don't have to do it, but you're going to see it. And probably you should be forewarned. Maybe they should tone it down. You could look at it that way. Maybe you should expect it and just be prepared.
I think you should expect it. I think you should be prepared. If I'm paying my money to go see Motley Crue, I want Motley Crue. I don't want to tone down Motley Crue. I want titty cam. I don't have to look at the jumbotron,
Yeah.
and if homeboy is pulling out his 9-pound turtle, I ain't got to look, you know.
In the
But
blind.
if his girlfriend or his wife is pulling out her 9-pound turtle, I'm going
Yeah.
to look because I'm going to be confused.
Turtles.
Plural.
No, she may have her own 9-pound turtle.
These days, maybe.
See, that's what I'm saying. But no, I don't want to tone down Motley Crue. If I'm going to go see Motley Crue, if I don't want to see that stuff, I'll go to a Nelson concert.
Nelson.
Sure.
Now there's a band we should talk about.
Oh, look at the time.
I just wanted to say, I sent you a message of the barking turtle video.
Do you think if you showed it on your phone that we'd
I
be able
don't
to
think
see
the
it?
ring light, I think it would really, because, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, that won't work.
So
So,
this is what I'm going to do.
yes,
I'm going to you know what? Let me try something. We're almost at our time limit anyway, but
You're doing
um
very well. Not having
yeah,
anything.
I'm going to try to do this anyway because you know how we have put up different pictures and whatnot. Um I'm going to can I download this? Boom. That's what I no, that's not what I want to do. How do I download this son of a bitch?
I don't know.
Can you text it to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will tell you another interesting thought
I
on
don't
the on.
if you don't have my number, can I mute your mic real quick and you give her my number?
Sure.
Hang on.
Just so she can send it because what I want to do is I want to try to put it on this broadcast.
Okay.
I'm just not sure how to take that video and text it to you. That, give me a moment and I'm going to try to figure that out.
Is it just a video file?
No, I couldn't find it on my camera roll, so I went
Oh,
of my Facebook and sent it to you from my Facebook.
okay. I see what you're saying. All right. So what I might have to do, okay. All right. I might just have to screen record it and then put it up after. Okay, whatever. I'll get it put up after this video. After we're done with this live, I will screw around with it and then I will upload it to our Facebook and I will also upload it here onto YouTube.
We all
Um,
did.
yeah, unless Kathy figures it out. And if she figures it out, great. If not,
I'll try.
then yeah. If you do, it's no big deal. And if you don't, it's no big deal. If you do, see, I'm still stuck on 9 pound turtle heads. Um,
Um, one more thought,
yeah,
TBT, about the Motley Crue thing.
yes, sir.
Have you noticed, though, of all the concerns, you and I were included in this, all of the concerns coming into this tour were what's Vince going to be? What's Vince going to be? How's he going to be? And Vince was Vince, and he wasn't the story. He wasn't the
No,
story. Tommy Lee breaking his ribs was the story. But nothing about Vince at all. So
let's go one step further. Nothing about Mick.
nothing about Mick.
To me, that's huge.
You talking about health or something
Yes,
else? Yeah,
health. We know he can shred. He's amazing guitarist, but nothing about his health. And yeah, no, that to me that's like the biggest story of all of them.
yeah. That he was able to do it, and they're talking about now doing it in Europe, taking this on the road to Europe,
Yep,
in some way, shape, or form.
and maybe even a residency in Vegas again or something like that.
Right, right. And Aerosmith started theirs, didn't they?
Yeah, I
Uh,
think so. But Motley Crue was talking about doing it as well.
I've heard good things about those shows.
Yeah,
That Steven Tyler is killing it.
I want to look at
Killing.
a couple videos. I want to find it because I want to hear him. Which that's one thing I haven't seen anything about anybody saying that he sounded horrible or nothing like that. So I really want to look into it. For those that are in the chat or whoever watches this after we post this, there are two buttons that we would like for you guys to hit. There's a like button, which is a little thumbs up thing underneath this video, and there is the subscribe button. We're trying to get some things going here with YouTube, and we need your help. The number one help would be to hit that like button, hit that subscribe. We are horrible when it comes to reminding people to hit those things. So this is your reminder. Hit the subscribe, hit the like. I've just hit the like because I'm watching it from a different thing. So I've liked my own shit, which is kind of weird. But get on there, hit it. It takes, like 1 second. We're always doing a shout out to Kathy with Music and More Records, and of course Jason at Bad Company Barbecue. Um, but we always tend to kind of forget about ourselves, so that's what we're doing. We're asking you to hit the like button, hit that subscribe. The only thing the subscribe button is going to do is it's going to let you know when we have posted a video or when we are getting ready to go live, something like that. You can ignore it. I don't care, but if you want to jump in on Tuesdays, that's be even better, because we love interacting with you guys. So since we've got ourselves out of the way, once again, badcompanybbq.com. That's Bad Company Barbecue. Promo code is the weekly pour for 10% off of your seasonings and stickers. And say what?
He's international now.
Oh yeah, Jason's went international. Text us. Email us, the weekly pour podcast at gmail.com. There's probably a couple people in the chat that can text me, maybe even Ace. Hit that like and subscribe on YouTube. Email us, especially if you create your own OnlyFans. We want to subscribe and screenshot all of your pictures and put them up.
Now we're curious.
Now we're curious. We want to know. So Music and More Records, we've covered that with Kathy. Like and subscribe, we've hit that up at least a dozen times now. Thank you for joining us as always. Kathy, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining up with us. I'm glad that Ace was in New York so that we could get you on here again. Happy birthday one more time. It's still your birthday for at least another 3 hours and 45 minutes. So I expect that you will make the most out of it.
Yes. We're going to clean the turtle tank.
Oh boy. Clean the turtle. Clean the turtle.
I did figure out how to do a screenshot or screen recording.
That's what I just did too.
Okay.
So if you want to see the barking turtle, remember, give this 10 minutes. I'll get it put up. It'll be on our Facebook. Make sure you go to our Facebook page and like that too. I don't know if I'll be able to put it on the Instagrams. I'll try, but I will upload it here on YouTube. And once again, when you watch the turtle, hit the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Do not hit the thumbs down and give the turtle a complex, because that's just bullshit, and it's mean.
Break back into his shell.
He's sensitive.
Yeah, and then his poor little head shrivels, and like it's cold, and it's hard to get him out again. And I'm sorry, I started fading off there for a second. But thanks for joining us. This has been episode 21 of the Weekly Pour Podcast. We will be back next week. I can't say if it'll be Tuesday or if it'll be Wednesday, because you know how meetings go. And but we will be back next week, one of those days. We'll keep you guys posted. But until then, we'll see you whenever.
See you.